Yeah.
Okay, so this is tournament match week 3 with Bregan and Blasian versus Math and GameGod. And we have, what is it, Snow Trash and Snow Beta
You want to
here.
identify which is which?
Snow Trash is Ryze, Snow Beta is Schmidt.
Thank you. It's important.
I mean, it is, yeah. We all got to know who the better one is.
It's important to identify the people. And so, it's actually both the captains, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me?
It's also true.
So, I didn't realize that.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, we were watching the last match of round 3, which was delayed quite a bit due to scheduling issues. But this is actually kind of relative to the rating that is there now. For these individuals, I think we use the old rating, but this match shouldn't change the rating too much, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal.
Correct. Depending on these scores, it will change the number 1 and number 2 match for my team, SnowSchmidt, versus team Whole F and Snow, otherwise known as AFN.
Yeah. Correct.
Kanye, I am an unbiased commentator in the room right now, but I will agree that a team better win.
My audio a little louder.
Somebody just got a phone call.
Sounds like a
Not me.
duo. It's not me. So that sounds like you, Maddie. Or
So
it might
just
be
to
Bregan,
refresh,
actually.
So it is Bregan and Blazy against Math and who's our other
GameGod.
GameGod. Okay, so Bregan and Blazy against Math and GameGod. Before we get this underway, any predictions, ideas, thoughts, comments?
My boy Blasian is here.
He is here.
He's one of my VR people.
Oh, Bregan and Blasian might be Discord calling. That might be what's going on. But I think this is actually a pretty close series.
I think it could be for sure.
Yeah, I just got my headphones in.
I mean, pretty even, I would say, across the board. We have Math paralleled with Bregan, GameGod paralleled with Blazy.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a brawl, no matter what. I mean, we know Bregan's gonna probably bring like Lunar Force and some hard stats and just try and fight it out.
Yeah, it's gonna be obviously the same kind of meta attacks that we've seen, the same kind of skirmish type arsenals we've seen before. I think from both teams. Math is pretty standard with that sort of thing. Bregan, obviously, with his famous heats and stimulates, that's the kind of shit he likes to run. And I'm pretty sure that Blasian and GameGod will follow suit as well. As far as we know, obviously, a lot about Math and Bregan. I do want to say that at least from my team on Blasian, I have seen him improve a lot, even from the last draft tournament to now. And I think GameGod's gameplay has actually improved a bit over, at the very least, this past tournament, if not last as well. So I think, we have some interesting kind of dynamic between the two teams going on.
Oh, definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
So what's your prediction for the overall series? Unbiased, of course.
Mine?
Yes.
Unbiased. I still kind of want to give it to Bregan and Blasian. I think that Bregan is... If it comes down to carry, Bregan's a harder carry. And if it comes down to equal play, I think that Blasian has a bit of an edge on GameGod as far as his gameplay and improvement are concerned.
Okay. And just for anybody watching and for the viewers at home afterwards, this is a lag test, this is not the actual match. But Carbon, what is your prediction?
I've practiced with both teams. I played with Bregan and Blasian on Tuesday maybe, and I just got done playing with Math and GameGod. And I would say it's going to be like a 3-2, 3-1, but I think Math and GameGod got it.
It's going to be interesting. I think the synergy is going to be a huge part of it. If either team can get that synergy down to a T and the other team falters even a little bit, I think that will be a huge edge.
Right, and I think Palace is really going to set momentum because, Bregan keeping the streak alive is a thing, but also if Bregan and Blasian only win by 1 or 2 hells, then that can set a precedent for matches
Especially when we know both teams are just going to bring the aggro pretty much the entire series. Palace is really good kind of thermometer to see what that's going to look like from either team.
Right.
So it definitely could be a pace-setting match that's really important to win.
Very interesting lag. Oh, but my prediction is, it's a 3-2. But
3-2.
Geez, I gotta say Matt and GameGod.
3-2. Do I want to put a score on this? I mean, I guess I have to.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really close.
It is. It is gonna be close. Yeah, I'll give it a 3-2. But again, I think Bregan and Blasi take it. But it sounds like from what you guys have seen, the synergy is going to be a big component. So I might be completely wrong. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
I mean, do I think Blasian might be a little bit higher up than GameGod? Yes. Do I think GameGod will run in guns a-blazing with Math? Yes.
Yeah, the double
I think
aggro.
Blasian will play it more safe.
Right, which could be.
I don't know if that's a
if
good
it's
thing or a
rushed.
bad thing.
Which is kind of the opposite of the select test right now. GameGod's just sitting back taking pop shots, and Matt's getting the brunt of the double right now.
I mean, it's pretty decent as far as health is concerned. We've seen them each kind of take their swings and shots, and kind of everybody gets some damage in.
Right.
Ooh.
As
That was kind
Bregan
of a
would
blunder
say to
there.
any other player in the game, use your shield!
Yeah, that was unfortunate to watch. I think that was a sword. I assume he fat fingered it, as he likes to say.
Oh no, he hit the tiger
that was on
He was trying
purpose.
to tiger strength it up so he could keep throwing
Yeah,
the sword.
it's just bad timing then. Nice little fake out. Makes Math cartwheel up. Good blocks. Yeah, good shield timing on Math. That's to be expected.
Taking everything.
I mean, they're not going to break that Psycho Shell either, so they're going to have to fake him out or just get lucky on timing.
Oh.
Or he'll DBT in front of them and
that's
fall for death. Yeah, that's... I don't think that was a fat finger. I just think that was bad timing decision.
Well, isn't that his base? I thought that was his base. Yeah, 'cause
No.
he fell off. That's his base.
Oh, that's his base?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's
You're
why I say
right.
it's a fat finger. Yeah.
Oh, that was definitely... That sucks.
That would have sucked if he DBT'd his own skill.
Oh, that's a...
I mean, that would have...
Oh, that's an unfortunate
I mean, you can't DBT your own skill. You just end up replacing it.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be it.
Yep.
I'm amazed they played that all the way out.
Most people
Yeah,
do.
Bregan especially likes to get some just extra random match, because why not? But yeah, so interestingly enough, that blunder was pretty crucial in that match. It kind of pray we don't see any of those coming forward, because if something like that happens, it's probably going to be a death knell for the other team.
Right, it's
or
just
for
going to be
the
those
team, the
little things
blunders.
that keep adding up.
And usually that's what it is about Phantom Dust, right? Especially when you have teams this close, it's usually death by 1,000 cuts. It's all those small inconsistencies or mistakes that all just build to a unfortunate demise.
Yep. And as soon as Blasian readies up, I assume we will be heading out for Palace.
All right.
Well,
Excitement is building, folks.
Oh, yeah. Pings are looking relatively stable, although somewhat high.
Yeah, a little higher than preferred, but not impossible to deal with.
Right, this could be a great start for Bregan right here.
Look at those aura.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Gonna try and get that boost mine to Blasi. Let's see if he's interrupted by GameGod.
GameGod is up.
No.
Oh, nice little
Ooh,
pod
nice
shot
attack.
down the stairs. In the back. Yeah, GameGod can't risk just getting railed by those blasters, so he's gonna back off.
This is a
especially with
question
this
of
Willow
how much
now.
do you want that boost mine?
Yep, that's a free boost mine for Bregan and Blasi. I mean, both of them having blasters really helped.
Although
Looks like
Blasian
we are
is
gonna
cut
see-
off his, base now
Yeah.
by Matt.
It looks like from Blasi and Bregan, we're gonna see a lot of that strong blaster meta.
Oh, that broke.
Oh, and
it.
that broke that shield too.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful combo
Ew.
hit.
Like we said, this match is going to set the precedent for the rest of the series.
That pressure is pretty painful right now. They need to get back and recuperate. They need shields.
They need some erase shields to get rid of those blasters and start flying.
Absolutely.
because when Bregan runs one blaster, you can assume he has.
Oh, that's a nice little block.
2 of each.
Jumped for the stun. Photon Berry doesn't get taken by the lightning sword, obviously.
There's a Lunar Force.
Bregan going for a bit of range again. Probably looking for a slide laser on Math. Turbulence is going to take whatever blaze he had. I didn't really see.
It might have been another heat or something, because he just heated up one.
Yeah.
Might have been holding it.
Lunar Force. Is that their Lunar Force? Yeah, it is. It's Bregan. It's okay.
And if Vibe Blaster's online, that's gonna hurt real bad for GameGod stuff.
Yeah. Bregan's smart though. He'll test shields with the first blaster and then go in with the damage for the second for the Vibe. Have we seen GameGod's shield?
We have not.
Okay, yeah. So he's gonna use the first one to try and break it then before getting damage in with the Vibe.
I don't know if I would agree with Blasian dropping down. He's got a glacial and another shield, but I don't think that I would have dropped down.
When you're both running blasters, it's typically better to keep the high ground, I think.
Right.
That manual does hit.
That was a good manual, jeez.
I did not expect that to hit, but Math cartwheels right into it.
That was a good manual.
I think if he had kept walking, it would have been fine, but that cartwheel really messed him up. Man, this is looking to be a bit of an uneven game at this point. Those blasters just doing work from afar.
Right, but we also gotta take into account this round especially has been crazy for reverse sweeps. I mean, people will take the Palace, but they'll lose
for sure
the back 3, which, I mean, Bregan, he is almost guaranteed to win on Palace. I mean, that's just who he is. And so, not saying that it is the situation. However, it may turn out to be that way.
I think also we see a much more close range to mid-range game from GameGod and Math, and that's just going to be punishing if they can just stand back and wail on them with the blasters, just like that.
Right, but now that the photon barrier's gone, Bregan, if he gets into the range of those Rians, it could be bad news for him.
Yeah, that could be punishing. He's going to want to get more further back for those blaster hits.
Blasian's stuck in the middle of
Math using the pole. That glacial wall, at least it's broken now. Good cartwheel.
And once Blasian gets it frozen, he still has 2 shields left.
Oh, nice cartwheel on the second Willow. Yeah, GameGod and Math are going to want to reset quickly here, but they're kind of in the middle of a heavy fire from Blasian and Bregan.
And this being Matt's base, once Matt goes down, he
did break the flash hole, but lost the Willow. So he has less of that slow play against the cartwheeler. Oh, but a nice blaster hit's gonna take out Math. Good quick reset from GameGod. Got in there, picked him up, no nonsense. Broke the glacial with the blaster again.
That was a really late glacial. I'm impressed it went up in that. But this hand right here is about to be dominating. Granted, he is playing 2 cartwheelers, so that means
that can hurt.
As effective, but...
Now, do notice he doesn't have any plus damage, so he's going to be real conservative with that raid until he knows what their shields are and can break them.
You know,
he doesn't want to get hit by a glacial.
Said that a Lunar Force popped up. But Bregan's not going to go for it. He loves his hand too much.
Going for those shots, but GameGod and Mr. Math making use of the terrain, getting behind those poles, making sure those straight blasters aren't going to hit him.
If that's Return to Nature in GameGod's hand, that could be detrimental right now to Blasian and his +2. Because GameGod and Math might be running a second heat.
It could be. I agree. I don't know if he's willing to pop it though, because GameGod and Math are a +2 right now. I mean, we're +1 themselves. But I agree. I think popping that now to get rid of Blasian's +2 would be more beneficial than detrimental. Oh, good hit. Alright, now to the double pickup. Clean on Math. Good Angel's Wing for once. Oh, and that was a beautifully smooth pickup. Does get frozen, but broke the glacial. He's gonna return to base, try and keep some distance between him and GameGod.
Oh, we see Bregan put the Lunar Force on his capsule to prevent a pop-out.
We've seen that kind of strategy before. I don't know if that was intentional, but last time it was, so, you know.
It was not.
No, it 100% was intentional.
Do you guys want to believe that?
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. Either way, it was an interesting play. And
I can't believe how many times Angel's Wing has worked right now.
Was that a neutralization on GameGod? Is that what that
Oh,
is?
yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Armoros
Armoros.
watch.
Armoros watch.
Interesting that he would try and shoot that at Bregan, just for a tiny stun that they can't capitalize on.
Yeah, I think it was just because he was open, but he's definitely going to try and primarily aim that at Blasi, because if he can get that hit, that's going to really mess up their momentum here.
Oh yeah, but GameGod decided to just go down to it.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Very pretty combo there. Blasian breaking the flash roll and Bregan with the manual 7 damage Vive Blaster to finish. It did
That's
like
one.
That is one.
That is one.
First one goes to Bregan and Blasi.
That's one.
What map are y'all expecting to see? I'm probably gonna guess Highway.
Out of Math and GameGod, yeah, I think High was probably a good bet. I know that GameGod does really like the Tiger Strength Laser kind of combo. And I'm sure Jay is totally fine running Vibration Laser and Blaster on Highway as well to try and keep up that high level of pressure.
I assume you mean Math.
Sorry, yeah, my bad, Math.
Yeah,
Who also favors Vibration Lasers, so.
Right. I think
This
that
one,
just
I
the
had it
momentum
on
of Palace and them trying to play
Psycho Faith.
short to mid is they're trying to reverse it to
Let's see
see if they're
if
going to
this
do
will
better
work.
at long range to mid range.
Long range.
That's what I used the last few times.
Yeah. Yeah, that blaster pressure from afar is just really good when your opponents
This
don't
one.
have the range to respond.
Right, especially on Palace where you can just find some nasty
Yeah.
angles, especially using that tree.
Yeah, and they had double high spawn, like that was
Right. They had
advantageous
the
for
ideal
them from the
spawns.
beginning. Mhm.
There we go.
I don't think I'm
Boost
familiar with Angel
This is
Tears.
the one that I was using.
So Angel Tears is a 0 cost move that resets all your stats and gives you level +1.
Ah.
No.
It's a
Huh.
move that's also known as Purple Aura.
Yeah,
And
pretty much. I mean, it's a nice little pocket move to have. It's not something I prefer all the time, but it can definitely be useful in the right situation.
okay, still
Right.
hasn't went all the way through.
Great for countering Armoroses or
Yeah,
other
and it's
stat-
easy to burn through, you know, because
destroyers.
it's just 0 for 1 extra
Three
aura.
Psycho Spears,
Right.
3 Reans, reverse flash.
It's not
flash,
detrimental if you
Psycho
start
Sword.
with one in hand and
Yep.
other
I've
aura.
used this one.
You
can
like
use
it
3
like an
times
aura.
with you, and I haven't lost
Yeah.
it. It was the same one we did before too.
I appreciate that Blasian is reading off his arsenal to break it.
Yeah, you can see the high level of coordination from the home team here.
Yeah.
Okay. Home team. Both teams
Oh.
are away.
Of
course.
This is a
It
neutral
costs
site.
1. I'm sorry, I've been corrected. Angel Tears costs 1.
Oh.
Rico,
But I mean, still, it's 1 for 1 aura.
Right.
It's still essentially a free skill to use.
Gotcha.
If you don't have 1 aura in the beginning, anyways, you're already fucked.
Pretty much. Unless you're running a 0 cost deck.
Optic Faith then.
Trance
Yeah.
Stream of Evil or something.
Yeah, we've seen
Hashtag
that.
Alice, where you at?
Yeah, we've seen that occasionally.
Gotcha.
I actually built a 23 skill arsenal.
Yeah. I had one too. We ran it in tournament once, I think, on like Highway.
We
was a
might
weird-
have.
was
Oh
a weird
no.
combo.
What
No,
we
we
did is
did.
we did the Agony's Annoying Gift combo on Panorama, which is the next match.
No. Our very first
Oh,
tournament.
we don't talk about that tournament. That tournament doesn't exist.
Fair. We are going to Pano, so we're going to see way more aggression as far as in the face play.
Ooh, that's
do
a
you think we're
terrible
gonna see-
mulligan.
Well, that's a garbage hand. Do you think we're going to see
Ooh.
Ricochet at a GameGod and Math?
Maybe one of them, but not both of them. Although those boost mines beg to differ. Blasian may be running Ricochet as well as one or
Oh
both
my
GameGod.
god. Yeah, that boost mine saved Bregan's ass.
Correct. GameGod's already on 7, so if that's Rico in his hand and he can get in there with pressure, while Bregan does have shields, he can't stop if GameGod boosts up. They'll start
Yeah,
throwing
I mean,
stuff.
I expect either heavy, like, big melee swings from GameGod and Math or Rico. Looks like we're looking at a much more conservative play from Bregan at the very least, with more of a Nature Faith build. Swords and Rhea and Willow.
Right.
He's recovering fast though from not having a good start.
He really is.
Really turned around.
It's like he got Aura really fast.
Oh, good starting pressure from a bad cartwheel on Math. Got a nice re-in hit. Okay, we do see Rico.
Do see both people having Rico.
Rico and Blazy then?
It was Rico on GameGod.
Okay, so Rico from both Team Schmidt. Got it.
Wow, that's a.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's
vulture hit.
Ooh, that was good.
That's a feels bad when that happens to you, though. Let me tell you. Oh, nice backswing on the ice sword there.
Which is shocking for Bregan, the one that can jump sword all day. See, as...
Well, he only does it standing. He can't do it while moving. He has to quite literally stop before moving. Or before jumping the sword.
As we're joined by Snowtide in the middle of this commentary cast.
What's up? we're casting.
So cute.
We're good.
Yep.
There's so many Ricos.
There's a lot of Ricochet, and...
If you want to contribute, we're watching live on Bregan's Twitch.
He just took that boost mine from GameGod.
Yeah, I see that.
As many Ricos have gone off.
Oh, that was a nice little sword across the side there, across the stairs.
Let it back up.
Although with one Ricochet laser, this could turn around. No time.
Yeah, I think honestly an Opti would be extremely beneficial for Math and GameGod right now.
Oh, and Math goes down in a not great spot.
Oh, a nice little dirty re-in hit onto GameGod. Those 5 damage re-ins, man, they are absolutely a problem.
Oh yeah.
Again, right in the face.
Oh,
Bregan just takes some Rico for it. Oh, that was a good pickup. That was a nice pickup.
Is that a pressure? It was pressure in a photon burst. Onto
Wait, that's not pressure. That's pin down, isn't it?
That was a pin down. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a different noise.
That could be really dirty with both.
Good cartwheel and GameGod avoiding the re-in.
Having Ricochet.
Bregan and Blazy are really low. They really need to go for a revive right now. Yep, they're going back towards their base. Oh, that was safe. That was a good safe play for them to wait for the Rico to kill Blazy.
You think Bregan's gonna put down the Lunaforce here? The answer was no.
Doesn't look like he wants to. I think he wants to keep damage pretty equal, at least between GameGod. With only, with only the vanilla Ricos, it's not doing too much damage, but give it extra damage and it can be really painful.
They're gonna hit at +2. That's gonna hurt real bad, like that on the Blasian.
I mean, that's true. They got to be careful of that.
Blasian's already back down at 2s.
It is worth noting that all Bregan has is Rian right now. But it does the trick, apparently.
But they got him right back. Ooh, that was a dirty Rian.
Ooh.
Oh, and on to GameGod. Again, going for those 5
Got him
damage
right
Rian
back
hit. Good combo, gets a little chip damage from the Willow there.
Oh, Blasian.
But Blazy goes down in the process, so now not the easiest pickup for Bregan.
Oh! Decides to drop down into a Rico.
Yeah, the errant Rico off the wall there does take him out, and that's going to be a 1-1.
Also, sorry for anybody watching the VOD. I did check Twitch to see who joined the chat in the middle of it. They missed about a quarter of a second.
Oh my
man,
gosh,
yeah,
the viewers.
No, that was interesting as far as health is concerned. I kind of think that Bregan and Blazy probably need to be a little more conscious of resetting, just a little bit quicker potentially, because they were low health throughout the match.
Well, they had the health advantage a long time in that match. I think it was just Ricochet being Ricochet laser on Panorama and catching people in the back and just whittling.
I mean,
down
those 5 damage re-ins were definitely doing work. I don't know. I think Bregan should have probably been more aggressive or taken more damage because he needed to reset before going on a pickup like that. If possible.
He had enough health. I mean, he was over 5 health. It's just he got tagged with GameGod's Ricochet and then Math with the shotgun Ricochet.
He was at 5 when he went for the pickup. So with that, I mean, it's what? It was 2 Ricochet and it's over?
Right, but Bregan, is probably going to jump the first one, so he only gets hit by one. It just so happened that one tagged him in the foot while he was up top.
That's true, but Matt still had an ice sword, right?
I don't believe so.
Well, Matt had Rico and what else?
He may have still had the ice sword, but he wouldn't have used it. He was going to just try and shotgun the Rico.
I mean, potentially, but if Bregan jumped down, it's an easy hit with the jump stun. I mean, either way, it was definitely a very close game.
Right. We're going to lane for game.
There should be something said about Blasian had 2 health, Bregan had 5, and they were halfway across the room from each other.
Right.
Like, GameGod picked up Math a lot because he was always really close to him. And Math said he was going to drill that into GameGod's head to be close to him. So
yeah,
I think that...
There did seem a bit of distance, as you mentioned.
Bregan running Faith Nature again, but getting the one of the ideal laser spawns, and Blasian gets the other, but they may be running this one straightforward with Faith Nature as well.
So this was Bregan and Blazy's pick. So again, it does look like we're looking at just standard Nature Faith out of Bregan. I wonder... Oh, I hear the Willow out of GameGod for sure.
That was a reincarnation. It moved too fast.
Early pressure onto Blazy could definitely be problematic if GameGod's able to get some nice hits in.
Uh-oh, my video lagged. Alright, we're back in. There we go.
Oh, pop out from Math. Interesting.
Ooh.
With the triple shield.
And he's heated up, so that's he's just using DVT since he drew it early.
It is funny that it's heated with no attack, but yeah, he's just gonna be annoying at this point because Bregan can't really support Blazy from this far away, and Matt just staying on his base puts enough pressure that he really can't go support.
Right,
I think Blazy's gonna have to take the 1v1 with GameGod and hope it comes out positive.
Right, which I think is what Math is trying to get here. I think Math thinks that GameGod, and I believe GameGod, which he's proving so far, can take Blasian in a 1v1. So that's what they're trying to do.
Oh, but a nice errant vibe laser from Blazy is gonna show Matt to pay attention. So that at least he has some pressure long range, even if Bregan doesn't. However, he's still getting his ass kicked short range by GameGod over there.
Yeah, that Rian is putting in a lot of work.
He's doing work. I have to wonder, have we seen Blasian's shield?
I don't know, since we're looking at this standoff between Math and Blasian. There goes the 5.
Yeah.
Ooh, he took that.
Yeah, that
So Blasian's attack list.
And Math lost no shield either. He still has that flash hole. And whatever else, other blue goodies.
See, Blasian's already down to 12 capsules. If I was Math, I would pull off and just go start taking Blasian's capsules. So that he can't get another attack.
He wants the pressure on Blasian to stay high since he's only at 6 health and then make Bregan make that long ass pickup. Because even Bregan, we see here, he's still digging, so Matt knows he's not in a great spot as far as attacks and shields go.
Right, we can assume, well, I assume that he's probably digging for some sort of sword to try and beat the fortress out with.
Right.
Try and get a hit on Math.
Or even just, I mean, potentially better shield.
Yeah, I assume he's digging for anything at this point. That's not a... There's Willow.
Drops the Lunar because it's already too late for Blazy, so the extra damage might help break Math's shields. There's the fortress.
He wants to pick it up.
Nice little hit on the back from GameGod.
He might have had 2 fortresses there because he showed a fortress trying to pick it up, so we can assume that it's a fortress and a flash hole left.
Drops the flash hole for the Willow. Or for the flame sword, sorry.
I broke that.
Well, he finally broke the flash hole. So now
Really
all he has
aggressive
left is
play,
the
and he's nowhere near Blazy, and Blazy doesn't seem to want to come towards Bregan, or Bregan's not calling for him to come towards him. They're not going for the res yet, which is interesting.
Or at least not getting close to each other. I mean,
That was a good hit on GameGod.
That was a really good hit. I have to wonder if the playing apart is intentional due to the pop out from Math. The health gap blowout is still pretty detrimental. Oh, good combo. Got the guard with the Rian and then hit with the flame sword. Yeah, well, the health discrepancy is still pretty big. They're rapidly equalizing here. And Blazy, to his credit, is still alive at 0 health.
Ooh,
Still
missed
kicking.
time.
Or sorry, 1 health.
Oh, he took the sword.
Oh wow, that was really
Yeah.
well done by Matt.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem for Bregan. He really needs that close range, especially with the combo with the Rian. Alright, now we see the pickup. Nice. When neither of them were by their base. That was good. Well played.
Lazy's down to 7
Game.
capsules. I mean, if they just keep erasing his stuff, he could be out here soon.
Well, yeah, Bregan's down to 10.
Notice Matt did drop the DBT.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if he has another one or if maybe that was just a pocket skill. But either way, it looks like they're gonna go for a more aggressive damage approach. Potentially.
Although one other thing of note here, Matt is at 4 capsules. And 3
Yeah.
capsules now.
So he must be digging for something in particular. Alright, another DBT perhaps? That's what I'm assuming, especially with him rushing over to
Yeah.
Blazy's base.
Right, but why would he drop the first one?
I don't know.
Maybe, yeah, maybe he
Did
was
we see a
digging
turf?
for something.
No, there was no turn.
No.
There was only a return to nature.
Maybe he was just digging for something.
Changed his mind. I mean, that's just kind of unfortunate situation there.
That or maybe
Yeah, he's
trying to get
popping.
enough aura to use it multiple times. in a row.
Are we? Ooh, Math is not gonna have fun up there.
No, he is not.
He's got nice range to defend his base from afar, and Bregan in Math's face is gonna keep him moving too. Good hit.
Especially with the lightning sword taking the flash over. This is quickly turned
Not
around.
great.
for-
Actually, it's about the same trade there because of the fall damage.
This is quickly turned around for Bregan Place.
Yeah, I don't like the pop-out strat. I mean, I think it was decent at keeping the pressure, but as soon as he dropped the DBT the first time, yeah, I think it wasn't gonna work out.
Body blocking.
It almost got to him.
Mhm.
Ooh, that was a bad fortress there.
Although if Math can actually get in
There we
there and pop Blazian out, it could self-disaster.
Ooh,
But Math
Forward load
himself's at
jump.
1 capsule now, so if Bregan just so happens to pack a pocket DBT, it could be over for Math.
oh, nice little dodge on the Willow there, running.
Oh my gosh, these health totals are so close.
It is. Blasian is really in a good spot though to just spam lasers here.
Right.
Good
Oh,
read.
GameGod.
GameGod goes down. Math's in a
That's a
bit of a
tough
predicament.
pickup. That is a hard pickup
shield.
here.
Mhm.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, and the Rian right over the lip.
Mhm. 2-1.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a 2-1 for
2-1.
Bregan and Blazy.
If I were to guess, this is when Highway is going to happen.
See, he over it. Picked up another one.
If I had to read into the psyche of the players.
Do your special divining methods.
Yes.
You got the profile picture of Math and GameGod on one side, the profile picture of Bregan and Blazy on the other side, your swirling pit of brew,
Yes.
your 5 candles set in a pentagram.
That
Oh my
or
God.
maybe
Yeah,
Refinery
try
and just do an all-out
Use
brawl
my
to see
dash
if they can try and
because he
take it
kept
back.
So close from me, I end up over.
That's potential. That's potentially there. Or maybe sign. Lasers fare well on sign too. That's not most players' preferred when you're thinking lasers, but I mean it kind of depends on preference.
If I would sign for me is a second match pick. It's not a third round we need momentum back pick.
That's fair.
Because if you can get momentum on sign, you can carry that forward a lot. But it's not a comeback map.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I feel like that does often carry the momentum of past matches. I don't think we've seen many turnarounds happen on sign.
No. In fact, a lot of series end on sign.
Yeah, because it's often just not the map people want to pick.
Right. Refinery is what's coming up.
Ooh, for Refinery.
Yeah, so we are going to probably see just that all-out brawl. The question is, are Bregan and Blazy going to bring that blaster combo we saw in Palace? Are they going to bring the Faith Nature again? And at a GameGod and Math, I'd assume probably what, swords, lasers, maybe?
Maybe, or I mean, they tried a pseudo pop-out strategy this last time. They may try and do something dirty again. They may even do like a quantum decay or some other one to try and shut down Rians, because they could just run around and pop.
That's true. We might see some dirty pop out here.
Refinery
Or
is
they have
this
this arsenal. Or they have this arsenal where they make both of them at 9 speed.
Gotcha.
This is not an Affen match. What are you talking about?
Is that some insider?
No, they
content?
literally played that earlier where they were both super fast.
I don't think that'd be a wise choice on Refinery, personally. But hey, I mean,
If I'm thinking speed, it's Refinery's not the map. There's 2 maps for a +9 speed, and that's Sign and Highway. That's about it.
Ooh, interesting.
That was an interesting mulligan.
It was.
I don't know if
It kind of worked out. It kind of worked out. I'm assuming he has extra Rians.
Is that Blasian's Lunar Force? Yes, it is.
Yeah, so we're gonna see Nature Faith again out of Bregan. He's pretty confident and healthy with that. You said that's Blasian's Lunar Force, so we see Faith out of him for sure.
Although it might be Nature Faith.
Faith, we say that's probably a boost mine. Yep. Okay, so it's Optical Faith. Oh, he didn't get the boost mine.
Bregan.
Oh, he was worried about math, or maybe he just didn't want to walk far enough into it.
Oh wow, that takes the heat and the Lunar Force. That's a lot of damage gone for Bregan.
Math is really favoring those Garda waters. Oh my goodness, 2.
Oh, 2.
That was
everything.
rude. Yeah. Bregan now absolutely naked without a shield or an attack.
Sadly, that.
I think GameGod should rush in.
I do.
I think GameGod should take advantage of this. I don't know why they're hanging back and going back to base.
I think
Math
GameGod
ran away.
I see that.
Math might not have enough. Not Math. GameGod might not have enough aura to really get into the fight, and so he might have had to just drop a heat there to get into it.
Oh, I have buffering. You guys getting buffering?
I did a while ago.
Okay. Let me refresh real quick.
Dark
We
hole.
see Faith out of GameGod with a Dark Hole in hand.
Okay, Lunar Force goes down. Bregan now has a Rian and 2 shields, so he's a bit back in the game here.
Although with all this aura, I don't think Bregan's going to lose Rian unless he on purpose throws it away.
Yeah, he was very lucky he wasn't aura screwed when that boost mine missed. Oh, cheeky little debris.
This debris damage is getting a lot done.
It did 2.
It's done. Oh, it took a guard of water earlier.
That is actually, like, truly beneficial. Oh, nice little shield test from Matt there.
Ooh, that was a good time Rian.
That was. Good fake out on the flash roll there.
Cartwheel away from the Rian.
Yeah, there's not much to do when you're down the stairs there, unless the rail was broken, which I don't think it was.
Yeah, it's a cheeky angle.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Return to nature, go for the heat. Yep, there you go.
Did nothing, because that is an Orburn amulet on Math.
It's I would
believe it's an
suspect
orb.
Yeah, I think Math is more partial to orb.
Because we've already seen Guard of Waters, so we know he's trying. Is that a decoy out of
Decoy?
GameGod there?
Yeah, it's a decoy.
Oh, and it catches Blasian off of the map.
He's gonna be careful about shooting that at Bregan too, because he already knows about the glacial wall and doesn't want to get frozen.
It must have been an amulet, because Math just dropped it.
Has Math dug that much? Well, I guess Bregan has
sure
too. I was
seems that way.
gonna
Yeah, they
say.
both
I
have.
was gonna say they're both at 6 and 7.
Another purple of Math. We may see a pocket D-trick here again. Which he's not quite near Bregan's base, but if he got the opportunity, that could be really unfortunate for Bregan.
Right, but they're just going to keep this pressure on the GameGod and force Math to get close to him.
I mean, that's ideal. GameGod doesn't seem to have the shield to block off Rians. Yeah, no, Fortress is not good for Rian spam at all.
Math decided his stats are not
Oh, tried to take it with the lightning sword. Oh,
And he
double
got it.
swing will though.
Hey, more debris damage.
Enough ore for the follow-up.
Debris for the win.
Nice little Rian in the back. Trying to wrap it up. Oh,
was a nice
gets it.
double three.
Oh,
Nice.
but they're
That'll give Matt a
frozen.
pickup. Although
Oh.
Bregan is getting popped out, so if Matt can pop him out enough to get out of there.
Ooh, that was close too, just a little longer, and it might have been problematic. You got a full bench, it looks like.
Ooh, Matt's needing to. Yeah.
Ooh,
I
he
think
didn't make it.
Yeah.
I think he should have cartwheeled off at the very beginning, and he would have been much closer to the body and got the pickup.
Yeah, that was probably wise while Bregan was still about in his base. Oh,
And
the guard
another
of water.
God of water. Oh my gosh.
Oh, but that re spam is definitely keeping him on his toes. He gets the pickup.
Bregan's down to just re in here. Shields down.
Gotta be really careful about Math going towards his base. Yep, he's gonna target him pretty hard here to make sure he doesn't go for pop out. Blasian too, yeah, they're gonna double team Math. This doesn't look like GameGod brought any popping ability either.
I
Is
think
he
if you're
gonna pick
GameGod here,
something
you
up?
gotta get close to him. Wow,
Oh, he
really
is! He's gonna risk it for the extra lunar force.
I think he wants to break the flash roll on Matt, and that's why.
For sure. It is still a bit of a risk though, going down to 2 capsules. And Math is
And
gunning
he's
it
far.
towards the, jump off, get down
I would
now.
have jumped off the
Get
wall.
back
If
to your
Blasian
base.
falls down, that's gonna
be
be
pop out.
almost guaranteed pop
That's
out.
gonna
for
be
Bregan.
pop out.
Yep, it's a
And
pop out.
frozen.
Okay.
Really
That is
unfortunate.
unfortunate.
Yeah, he needed to jump off there. He needed to be in his base ready to defend.
For sure. I think at this point, as Matt, you just go and try and pop Blasian out too, get the pressure down.
I mean, yeah, put some
I don't
pressure
know,
on
that's
his base, maybe.
14 capsules.
I mean, he
14
can do it
go
with
with
enough
that.
time. I think
Especially when it's
ideally
just
what
a
he...
re-in battle.
The pop out on Blasian is less of a game win, it's more of a psychological thing. If he's able to put the pressure on his base, in addition to Bregan being already popped out, that makes it a lot harder to deal with that double team.
Although the decoy may be what comes in clutch here, and GameGod just keeps the stun up.
Yeah. Yeah, that
seems to
decoy
be
is...
what's happening, although Bregan won't change his view.
I think he might be a little tilted at this point.
You know?
Understandably.
Yeah. We know decoy
Wow.
combos are very well performed in this round, so
How about
Those pocket D tricks really coming in handy for Math.
Too risky.
Really coming in handy for Math. It doesn't look like they're going for a strictly pop-out strategy, but just having that, knowing that Bregan may dig through his arsenal pretty quickly to find what he needs, has really been beneficial.
right. And we're on to game 5 here. This has come down to the wire. Like we
I
said,
like
this
that
is
same
going to be a
Arsenal
5-game series.
It is.
It's gonna be
It's a
3-2.
3-2 for somebody.
What map do you think Bregan's gonna pick here? / Blasian.
I almost expect Highway. I know he hates City. There's no way, right? The spawn and
No.
debris is too chaotic and RNG for him. And I think Blasian and Bregan are going to go City here. Sign maybe, but Highway. I'm feeling Highway.
I think it's a risk going into Highway knowing that Math and GameGod are probably going to be confident on that map, but I think that you kind of have to at this point because you don't want the other maps. The other maps can be a coin flip.
Yeah. Bregan hates Highway, but he's not bad at it, right? I mean, he's confident in doing well. He just doesn't like it.
Right. He's a good jumper, and he knows that he can dodge lasers. It's just
And the vibration
time
pressure
consuming.
is, yeah. And a fast vibration is always deadly on Highway, which is, I think, typically what he likes to try and pull there.
Right.
Um,
Although he hasn't switched arsenals yet, so yes, he has. He's
Oh,
going to optical faith. So
Optical Faith.
the map was not
That is
changed.
Blunder.
That is a classic SnowRyze blunder.
All right. You know what? It only happened like 8 times, okay? Calm down.
8.
It's not that big a deal.
Only enough
Jeez.
to count on 2 hands. Oh, we see sign here. That's
Okay,
that's
so
interesting.
another potential laser map, but a lot more options for mid-range here.
Right, we do see the laser spam. That might be an Opti on Blasian, but it might also be a lunar.
No,
Force.
it'd be a lunar.
It is.
Yeah, there's no way that an Opti would be played here. At least not by Blasian and Bregan.
Listen, you don't know what Blasian does.
I know what Bregan does, though, and I don't think Bregan would accept an Opti on this map.
Well, he has an environmental of his own. We can assume because he's running Faith that it's a lunar force, though.
Yeah, agreed. Math already in his base.
And there it is.
Trying to
It's Luna.
taunt a bit. Yeah, Bregan trying to find a good angle for those lasers, not really finding purchase.
Oh, he
Math
tagged one.
hovering above, presumably with some sort of sword.
Sword or a mid-range
Oh, almost
attack.
little manual. He does take the Lunar Force for some free aura.
Oh, another
Decoy on
decoy.
GameGod again. I wonder if it's the same thing. I bet Math and GameGod are running the same combo they did on
Oh, they
Refinery.
might be.
Guys,
Is GameGod gonna earn a nickname from using decoy? We have yet to see.
Oh my god.
on the ground.
Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
yep. Spamming that decoy. Boost mine, regardless of the annoying decoy. Manual attempt on the vibration laser with Blazy.
If he can get the vibe, that vibe blaster's going.
Yeah, but
They're
he's
just
got
gonna keep
a bit
GameGod
more
down.
aura to go. They're gonna try and keep pressure on that base, I think, because they know that Bregan's not set up aura-wise. And shield-wise, he's been pretty weak as well. Only really showing the Angel's Wing. I don't even think we've seen the Dark Hole.
We have not, because Bregan has let them.
Right. As far as they know, he has an Angel's Wing and something else. Which, with the Rian and the swords that we've seen, I don't think they're worried about as much.
GameGod took a tumble to get back to his base. Don't know if that was
Was it
the
on-
best.
Yeah, it was on purpose.
choice. I assume it was, but I don't think it's the best situation to be in under vibration laser pressure and reincarnation pressure.
I don't know. On sign, you can't really say if falling off the map is on purpose.
Yeah.
Right. That photon barrier putting in a lot.
Bregan
of
really
work.
needs that aura to try and get to vibration here.
Oh, that was a good decoy. Although
Oh, that
they
was
still hit.
interesting. That's an interesting Rian. That was one of those quick target hits that you still hit even though you're not looking anywhere near them. Good cheeky damage on GameGod. Kind of hitting him when he's not looking there.
You know, I think the decoy is good. I don't think it's working out the way that they want it to though right now.
I don't think it's good for this map. I think on this map there's almost too much distance you can have away from that is blocked by obstacles and things like the pillar in the
That
way.
just fell off again.
Yeah, I think that might have been intentional for the pickup, but that is kind of a longer.
We can't.
Bregan almost just pushed him off.
I mean, that's always fun to see when you're able to push a person off just by walking. Oh, and some free Rian hits. 2 of them.
I don't know why he didn't pick him up.
This might be it. Nope, clean.
He picked him up. He didn't pick him up
that's
because he wanted to do the return to nature before
Right.
GameGod lost the key.
Exactly.
But was it worth it for all that damage?
I mean, realistically, it could be, right? I mean, we see Bregan doesn't have the extra damage now.
We also see that GameGod has a Fire Gehenna, so that +1 Fire Gehenna could very quickly even up the health.
I mean, that'll break just about any shield right now.
As Blasian was stuck in a 1v1 with Math.
Yeah,
Not
with
the
Math.
spot you want to be in.
GameGod's a +3 with a Fire Gehenna. That is absolutely deadly. There it is. Oh,
But it's
the
gone.
Dark Hole takes it from the back.
Wasn't even looking, just
And-
took it.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
it was
unfortunate.
hot.
Yeah. It was an interesting combo to see kind of what was going to hit the flash roll first there, but it happened to be the Vibration Blaster. Even Bregan with only a vanilla Rian and an Angel's Wing. He's not
No,
in a good
it
spot.
also caught the Willow because
Oh, I got
I believe it
2.
caught the Willow as well because he only took 3 from the Rian.
Good Angel's Wing. Game
Don't
God.
you love it
Dark
when there's
Holes?
like no floor anymore?
No.
It's great.
Quite good.
Past the 5-minute point on sign, it is the best map.
Going
There's
for
just
some
no
late
floor to
range.
walk on.
That was a very dangerous thing, Blasian taking the jump with knowing the decoy is out.
Yeah,
There's
Oh,
dead
you got
GameGod
that
again.
calculated move there.
Quick pickup.
Alright, back on to GameGod.
They're just double teaming him.
Oh, that manual sword
Ooh,
was nasty.
dead Bregan.
Oh, but
The Angel's Wing is
Angel's Wing
finally
takes it.
broken, but Bregan has a shield.
Yeah, he's totally naked now.
Bregan honestly could jump off. And
Oh,
just go get
nice
a
little
free
re and
kill.
hit in the air. Oh no,
No.
GameGod avoids
He
it
missed it, yeah.
just narrowly.
Got a blaster.
Yeah, there you go, jumping off.
Picking up the shield. Health-wise, Bregan and Blasian are looking much better, but I think position-wise, GameGod and Math may have a bit of an advantage here.
Right, I mean, that 6 damage Rian could just absolutely even it up. Especially
Yeah.
breaking the flash hole, breaking probably the next shield that's on Bregan's face.
Yeah, absolutely. There's the decoy. Flash holes it. Good.
If you shoot a Rian, like if GameGod were to shoot a Rian with his added stuff and Blasian reflects it, would it hit him for the same amount or would
No,
it hit him for a
No,
normal
because
Rian?
it would break the reflect mirror, and so
Yeah,
nothing
just
is
break the
reflected.
shield.
Oh, okay.
GameGod's got to be careful with that dark.
Math going back to his
Yeah.
base, I think. With a cheeky attempt on the vibration laser, but there's no way that angle is gonna work. Yeah, Math is back in his
Wow.
base, it looks like. Digging for something, I assume.
And there's no way for them to even get close.
Not with a blaster. Trying with the laser pressure.
Oh, the decoy there was actually quite beneficial.
Oh, and there's that flash hole gone. Plus 3 damage is just wreaking havoc on those weak shields.
Oh, that was close to that flash hole.
There he
There it
goes.
goes.
Oh,
Ooh.
Did Math fall up? Math falls off.
good.
Math
Yeah,
will
good
go off.
math.
GameGod is already down, and they don't have the walkway up. That
Oh, in
I
air?
don't know about that.
Oh no! Ran!
2 Rians, yep.
Went up the lift and just takes the Rian.
Yeah, 2
Yep.
Rians back.
So that was a
And that's gonna be it.
3-2 for Bregan
3-2.
and Blasian.
3-2 for Bregan and Blasian. All very close games.
Very.